Hi everyone, this is my special Valentine's Day reading for Collective. Also, yeah, I want to announce that as soon as I hit 5,000 followers on TikTok, I will do a live for you guys and give you guys plenty of notice. So if you want to tune in, and I hope you do, we're going to do it, you know when we're going to do it? We're going to do it at night, probably on a Friday or Saturday night. Okay, so we'll do one of those. And on my YouTube channel, I am going to start doing pick a card readings for members only. So please feel free to check that out when it's announced. Also, I want to announce that I am doing some personal readings. Please check out icanbe.com services. Scroll down to my tarot section. I have 2 tarot options for you. And let me know if you have any questions. All right. So let's do a quick check-in. What is my collective dealing with today? Today, February 14th. This one really wanted to come out. Divine timing. Okay, here we go. Right away. Can't force. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. Love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. Okay, I don't think it's a game. It should not be a game, guys, but it is give and take, and reciprocity is required between the lines. I have never gotten this card before, and storm warning. Aha. All right, so maybe the person on your mind is not being quite so communicative with you right now, so you're trying to figure out what their real meaning behind maybe the silence even is, but Spirit is giving you a warning right now. Something is coming. So if there has been a period, oh my gosh, another divine card at the back, divine intervention. If there has been a period of silence between you, there is an end to that silence coming. Now with a storm, so that's what happens when you like try to put a barrier between 2 people or more, I guess, who are meant to actually work through some wounds together or a relationship together in general. Of course, there's going to be pent-up energy. It doesn't dissipate on its own, right? That energy needs to be worked through, and unless both parties are actively trying to, almost like the electrical charge that occurs, you know, in the clouds, right, before a storm, if that energy is not discharged, then we have, right, lightning. And so it's coming. Now, perhaps if both of you had grounded, that energy could have found a way out. That current would have been released. But one or both of you have not yet done that. So that was a scientist's way of trying to explain how energy works between people, right? It doesn't just disappear, okay? Now, an element of divine intervention and divine timing has been at play in this situation. Perhaps finances were important to the connection, to the conflict even. And so, yeah, maybe you're watching these readings because you really have no idea what the person on your mind is thinking with between the lines. So if this resonates, keep following. I have a special deck I want to share with you. Speaking of Valentine's Day, right? I hope you read. I hope you read my post about it, but also view my little video that I released before this one, where I talk about attachment versus love, right? A little bit. And really, hopefully it makes you think, is this love or is this attachment, right? It's very easy as a human to confuse the two, right? Someone else is not responsible for your nervous system regulation. You are, okay? Now, let's get some messages. How do you feel? How do you feel about this person? That was too many cards, Spirit, all at once. This is my Popeye deck, Popeye and Olive deck. Nine of Cups and Seven of Cups. Back of the deck, the Empress. I see. Well, you see them as someone special. You see them as your wish fulfillment, right? Here he is lifting this ship, really happy, really just like feeling fulfilled. So this is like, you're like, yeah, they are my wish. However, with the Seven of Cups, you're a little bit like, I don't know. Actually, you're maybe a little bit like, I kind of have my choice here, you know? Which of these spinach cans is it Popeye going to take? Either that or the person that you're thinking of made you feel like an option, right? So there's an element, I would say, less confusion, more, I think you feel that you could find happiness in a multitude of situations, dynamics. And so I believe that you are in Empress energy, where you are, I don't think this is the person on your mind. I think this is you, like holding back, giving to yourself, taking care of your own needs. Congratulations on that, by the way. I applaud that. I applaud you taking care of yourself. Maybe you walked away from this person. I see the Eight of Cups as I split the deck. So Spirit, what is the current situation between my viewer and the person on their mind? Judgment and the Hierophant. Holy wow. And the Sun at the back of the deck. Wow. Okay. So right now, both of you are thinking about commitment and whether or not you can find that within your relationship or elsewhere. There's clarity here, the Sun, and there's also strength right behind it. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign, a Leo, specifically. Maybe you are a Leo. Now, either way, I think your ego has decided what it wants, who it wants. You're gone within. Both of you decided it's time to make a decision, I think. Judgment. As like what's going on with you guys, you're both thinking about this, the Hierophant, the spiritual nature of this connection, the long-term future potential of this relationship. You're both thinking about it. So I see a lot of clarity. I see that that's why there's, like, if there was a communication halt, that is ending very soon, if not right now, actually. Spirit, how does the person on my viewer's mind currently feel towards them? Five of Wands, there's conflict. Oof, there's a cycle ending with the World. The Devil, I was just talking about attachments. It's out there. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Communication is coming, my friends. Four of Wands. And, oh, wow, this is a soulmate connection. Four of Wands with the Lovers right behind it. And the Wheel of Fortune. This is really high level soulmate. Maybe even like a twin flame. This is definitely not just, you know, a whimsical, meaningless situation. That's why the Hierophant was out there anyway. Serious stuff going on here. This could be lasting or not. Either way, the changes that you both experience as a result of the relationship, those changes are lasting on you, on your soul, on the way you go about living your life. However, they are thinking, what are they thinking about? Sorry. They're thinking about, I'm going to turn on the light. Hold on one second. Okay. It's dark. It's dark and I'm filming this during the day. So sorry. It's because it's gray out there. They're thinking about the conflict that arose between the two of you. Maybe, I mean, look at Popeye defending himself against external forces. They are maybe thinking about how external forces, maybe people, right? could be other obligations, responsibilities too, came and ended what you guys had with the world. So a cycle closed between the two of you because of competition, maybe even like cultural differences, age differences, how you view the world differences. They're thinking about, I don't know, I hate saying stuff like this because I don't think that's what they're thinking about, but they're thinking how something came between you with the devil. That something is about reciprocity. Six of Pentacles. Maybe one of you wasn't giving. We're not just talking about money, right? We're talking about energy, time, commitment. Was not giving equally. And you know, maybe this was your person. Maybe olive oil here is representing your person. Maybe there were multiple people that they had to give their pentacles, meaning energy, commitment to, and couldn't be shared equally, right? I think it's important that there are 3 people in that card. Maybe this was a situation where there was another party and they received more of your person's energy than you did. Of course, that left you feeling, or vice versa, right? Could have been you that was giving your energy to multiple people. Anyway, that is holding them back. That is making them think of the conflict, the devil. This was an unhealthy attachment at some point, and that's what they're thinking about. But they're ready to come forward with the Eight of Wands here and communicate. I kept saying earlier with that storm warning that the charge, that electrical charge, that energy has built up, and I got the feeling that it was like a mutual kind of energy that needed to be released. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is have a conversation. They're going to talk to you about your connection, perhaps about your home life, perhaps about the future of your relationship status. They want to talk about it. All right, so let me know what you think about this deck. I got it on Tarot Stock, Sailor's Arcana. I love it, but I'm a Popeye fan. You know, maybe you are an Aries with the Emperor card. Or actually, maybe you were thinking heavily. Maybe you've been focused on yourself. Maybe you getting a lot of praise out there with the Six of Wands. Maybe you're a Leo. You know, I keep getting these like heavy fire card signs from this deck when I ask about you. Okay, how about this? What is your current energy towards the person on your mind? Are you even ready to talk to them? The Tower and the Ten of Pentacles. Well, that tells me everything, guys. And the Moon, my friends. My friends, you are thinking about what ended. You're thinking about how... I don't usually get songs in my head during readings, but Rolling in the Deep. I feel Adele playing in your heads. Not my head, guys. I don't play Adele in my head. You know what I was playing in my head today, though? I'll tell you. What is that song? Shit. Oh my God. I don't know who sings it. You only have 100 years to live, and it's the guy singing all about, like, you know, his like in his 20s this, in his 30s this, in his 40s this. You only have 100 years to live, and that's if we're really freaking lucky, right? So make use of that time. But with you, I hear Rolling in the Deep, and you are really thinking about what ended and how that lightning, God, the lightning thing. It's really intense, guys. The imagery of the storm. Maybe the storm, maybe this is Maybe you guys tried to like run away from a storm that already started. And now you're like, oh no, I gotta go back to that? This is how you feel. You're like, storm warning? She's telling me that there's gonna be another storm? I don't think I can weather the storm. I feel your anxiety. Calm down. Calm down, because if you tried to salvage a tower that was already crumbling under the weight of its own weight, okay, because the foundation was not sound, you need to just release it. The 10 of Pentacles that you built with this person was not built on stable ground. You know, the moon, how you feel. Wow. You feel shrouded in moonlight, which only lets you see like a little bit, you know, you're not like seeing things clearly. I saw the sun earlier, but when you think about your person, your energy is clouded again. I mean, maybe you're daydreaming about them, like Popeye is about Olive here. You're not quite clear. You're still a little up in the clouds. All right, so Spirit, oh boy, what is the energy that my viewer's person has towards them at this time? What is the energy? We're talking about energy, okay? The Hermit, the 3 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups, back of the deck. The Ace of Cups. Well, they definitely, how different, huh? What a dichotomy. What a shift. Now, they know that you guys are apart, right? The Hermit, they're trying to go within. Look at this lantern. They're going within. Your person is going within, or they see you this way, but I think this is them. They want a reunion with you. They're thinking heavily about the love. 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups. They're nostalgic. They're hopeful with the Ace of Cups. I mean, they're going to take that spinach and eat it and offer you their biceps. Just kidding. I do like nice biceps, but they're going to offer, that's not something you need to know. They are going to offer you a new beginning. They're thinking about a new opportunity in love. Yeah. And they see you out there. I think they see you out there wandering around like the Hermit, sailing about the world. Maybe you're traveling, I don't know. Usually people only travel inwardly when they're the Hermit, but hey, you can do it. Why not? I think it's great. I think it's a great idea, actually, to be the Hermit going within and the Wanderer going around, sojourning across the globe. What a beautiful way to get to know yourself and like who you really are when shit hits the fan. It's when you like are surrounded by things and people that you don't know and you're stranded. Maybe you don't even speak the language. Probably not. Maybe you don't have money. I mean, it's all about resourcefulness, building yourself up. They have clearly been working on themselves. Spirit, show me, what has my viewer been working on during this period of isolation? Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. You guys. Okay. Oh, sorry. And the Temperance. Okay, at least the Temperance, this is the back of the deck. So I can be like, you're not completely dwelling on the past, but you are viewing, oh my God, I've never pulled this card actually from this deck. The 10 of Swords, look at this. What are you thinking about? What have you been doing? Okay, you're sharpening your sword. Queen of Swords, maybe you're an air sign. Sharpening your sword and you're thinking, what are you doing? You're dwelling on the past. This 10 of Swords is not in the reverse, meaning you're not healing. You're getting there, but the Ten of Swords upright with the Queen of Swords upright, what have you been doing? Like, when I say, I was like hoping maybe I would see, oh, I don't even know, Four of Swords, maybe Ace of Swords. Now, okay, maybe this person deserves your ire. I never use that word. But this queen, look at the face she's making. She's really mad. And I feel you were very mad. And so maybe you are working on being less mad right now with the Temperance at the back of the deck. Yeah, you walked away. Or maybe they walked away, the Eight of Cups. You're dwelling, what you've been doing is thinking about how crappy that ending was. Maybe there was a whole lot of betrayal. Maybe there was lies. I don't see the Seven of Swords, but I feel it. I feel it. The manipulation tactics maybe is just like how you felt like you were being used, walked all over, and one of you was like, off with your head. Not literally, please don't do that. But you're trying. I think it's giving you a headache because the moon energy before at the back of the deck, I just got a little bit of a mild headache. You have a little bit of a mild headache, maybe. Tell me in the comments. Temperance. You want to look at things very clearly. That's one thing the Queen of Swords does. But what I think you're looking at clearly is the past. Is what happened. I'm going to find out. I'm going to see. If I get that Eight of Swords, I'll know right away. What's your overall mentality? Okay. Hey, not bad. Sun, the overall, maybe you are a Leo. The Strength is back here at the back. Your overall mentality is like, no, I see things just fine. Thank you. Yeah, you see that you were strong, that you really fought hard for this relationship. The Nine of Wands is telling me that. So I don't want to make this like a love like saga, guys, but I do want to know what is the challenge when it comes to these two coming together. Maybe you don't want that. The Moon. The Moon, the Empress, and the Hangman. The challenge is the pause, being able to see things clearly from a different perspective. You both, maybe. I don't think it's your person. I really see this as you at this point. Maybe both of you. I'm not lecturing you. Not being able to see things clearly. Nobody is actually giving, right? You're not able to, there's secrets. So maybe you're trying to read between the lines, hidden meaning, speculation. I'm just looking at that card like you're trying to see through dim light. You have the Sun, you keep seeking clarity, but you tell yourself that you're seeing clearly, but I think that is not the case yet. And you know why? Probably because you haven't spoken to your person, because you're holding back. And probably I have told you to be the Empress, and I do believe in that. Because that, we should all. But if we were, someone's got to be the Emperor. If we were all the Empress, and it's not about gender, it's just about energy. If we were all the Empress, nobody would be the Emperor, and we would not be, we would be fine, but we would not be in a relationship with someone else. You by yourself being the Empress, it's fine. Queen Elizabeth, fine. She did just fine. She's happy. Someone once told me that I reminded them of Queen Elizabeth, and I was so irate about that because I was like, wait, no, I actually want more. how vain, but you know what I mean? Like, no, wait, no, don't. I am independent and strong-minded, but I am not just that. I'm also soft, you know? The moon as a challenge, as a block, is saying that you're not seeing things from all perspectives. There's a lack of clarity. So, Spirit, can you show me what is the block that my viewer is currently facing in terms of finding love that is their highest possible love, reciprocal love? The Knight of Cups. Oh, it is about clarity. The Ace of Swords. You're thinking too much about the ending, about the betrayal, about perhaps secrets that were kept from you, and not enough about present and future. You may be so almost blinded by the past that the path forward is blocked by nothing except your decisions to remain in that tower. Maybe it's your subconscious, not you actively choosing it, but some of you have not allowed yourself to move forwards in love and realize that, yeah, sure, there's someone out there. There's a Knight of Cups out there. And you got to just put yourself out there and see clearly. You've been working on yourselves, mastering it, mastering something, mastering maybe your career, your job front. I think you've been focusing on that. Maybe even like if you have a mission or a hobby, you've been working through that. But when it comes to love, like romantic love, the only block is the block this, your heads. I want to know, is my viewer, what do you want? Because I'm assuming that you want love, like romantic love, but I don't know. Yeah, you want a new beginning. Fool. Hi guys. Aries over here saying, yeah, it's my favorite card actually. The Fool, can you believe the Fool is my favorite card? I mean, people make fun of the Fool, but I think the Fool is like awesome because they are off to new adventures with a fresh set of eyes, an open heart, a willingness to believe, not be held back by the past. Maybe you want a fresh start with the person from before. You might want to travel. I see the Two of Wands here. I don't usually see it as a travel card, but yeah, you're at a crossroads. You could go, where can you go with that? You can go anywhere you want. So, my God, if you're still here, kudos to you. I don't know why I'm talking so much today. I did listen to a lot of music, right? And I lit a candle and I did the Palo Santo and I activated my heart chakra as much as I could. I'm trying to get advice for you right now. You're being held back by indecision. Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. You know, what you want is to be the Fool, but what you are right now is being the King of Pentacles. There's nothing wrong with being grounded. That's heavy grounding energy, but you want to be actually flowing, right, with the currents a little bit, it seems. And you're not sure. You're being a little wishy-washy here with the decision making. And not only that, you're holding back for a Four of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles that is being Four of Pentacles is a stingy King of Pentacles, essentially. Holding back. What are they holding back? Six of Pentacles. They're holding back, and the Three of Pentacles behind it. They're holding back on partnerships, on collaborations, on, yes, relationships. They're being stagnant and stuck. There's a stuck energy here. Two of Swords. Okay, Spirit, give us some advice for my viewer. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Love it when Spirit is like, all right, Shantrudma, I give you this. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers. I love it. I mean, it could be with the person from your past because the Six of Cups is behind it. Yeah. And I see the Tower way back. Not way back, but a few cards back. But this is a soulmate, right? It's, okay, I have to say something. The Lovers card, it's not easy love. It's not like every day. You know what? I don't know what kind of love is easy love. I'm just saying it because I don't want you to think that love is easy. Love should not be hard, right? But a relationship, this is a relationship where there's choice involved. You choose this connection. And yes, it may be hard because I see the Six of Cups back here. So it could be a past life connection, could be the past connection we were just discussing. Someone with whom you've had a past childhood, you know, you might have inner child healing that you need to do as a result of this connection. But what Spirit's asking you, advising you here is take this Ace of Cups when it comes. I already know that your person from before would like to offer you an Ace of Cups. It may be them. And so, and I think, I mean, I say maybe, but the my Venus in Pisces is saying it is that person for many of you. I don't believe in telling you what to do, but Spirit is asking you to please be open-minded because this person has gone within already. What will the mentality of this person be when they come towards my viewer with a new opportunity, with that Ace of Cups, new or old? What will their mentality be? How about this? If it is the person with whom you had a Tower moment, what will their mentality be? What will they be like? What will they be offering? What's behind that Ace of Cups? Show me behind door number 1. Ha. Okay. They will be offering this Nine of Pentacles and a heaping pile of Three of Swords at the back of the deck. Wow, dudes. You guys are gonna have to talk about what happened. You know, that's why it's like a storm warning. That Ace of Cups, yes, true love and heartfelt, but they want to talk about, probably what they're going to want to talk to you about is either if there was a third party, the third party situation, and I feel for a few of you at least that's true. They want to talk to you about what it is to be maintain a sense of independence while still being a couple. What does that look like? I can't tell you because this is all, you know, specific individual energies. Maybe some of you can do it. I believe it's possible. They're going to want to talk to you about that past. And you know what? It's healthy. The communication is important for you. All right. So for those of you for whom that Ace of Cups coming is new, meaning brand new. What is What is behind door number 2? Someone rushing in. Knight of Swords. What is, can you clarify the Knight of Swords for me? Collaboration. Oh my. Oh my. Transformation. Wow. I think this is about someone who, wow. This is going to be really, I mean, I feel a very heavy masculine energy from them. Because we have the Emperor, the Magician, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. They're going to offer you a collaborative experience, something where you guys can work together on a process. Someone will have transformed from their past. This person, if it's a brand new person, has changed their way of going about life. They've been through some form of ending that led to the emergence of a new nature within them where they don't hold back. This is going to be someone that's going to be very upfront with you about working together. With the Magician, the Knight of Swords, the Emperor could be an Aries, fire sign, Gemini, Virgo, and they're going to want to collaborate. Three of Pentacles, build something with you. You're going to feel that they have a way with words. They may have a very sharp tongue. They may seem, they're going to be very well-spoken, outspoken, seem very put together and sovereign, but I think the reason they are like that, and you should know this, is because they've gone through something. They've gone through their own mental battles with the Eight of Swords right behind that Death card. You know, they've learned a lot. They've already worked really hard to bring their own walls down when it comes to love. All right, so for those of you who might be communicating with their person from the past for some sort of reunion, what is your advice for them, Spirit? Yes. So, yeah. You know, the advice is to know your value, to understand the growth that you've experienced during this time. You know, this Three of Swords energy that you're carrying still, you need to be cognizant of that because it's come up now twice. And it led you to being focused on yourselves, right? Nine of Pentacles, someone who is single, sexy, and successful, making decisions for yourself. That Nine of Pentacles has grown. They have grown into this Queen of Pentacles. And that was a direct result of that Three of Swords experience that you had where you were heartbroken. Maybe there was a third party. The advice is to be clear, concise. Don't talk too much. Don't over-explain. King of Swords. Do not show weakness. Seriously. I mean, be real, but do not be overtly emotional here. But do understand that you guys can work together. It's going to take some time, probably, to work together. Three of Wands, to grow together. It's going to be a process, but you have the potential for this Ten of Cups with that person. So long as you guys communicate clearly with each other about the reason for the ending and that for that tower falling. What is the highest potential outcome? Strength. Clarified by what, Spirit? What is the highest potential outcome? Okay. So the highest potential outcome is that you become more reliant on your intuition to help guide you to the highest form of love, the King of Cups, as long as this stagnancy, the Two of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, as long as that stagnant energy can be broken. But the only way, no matter what happens, I want to say this, you are going to become someone who is intuitively sharper, no matter what happens. The strength that you will seek in yourself is within your intuition. And that will guide you towards this King of Cups energy. This could be Cancer. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a brain fart here all of a sudden. So what it will lead you to is your highest emotional embodiment. You need to release the holding back energy. I think that whatever you went through with this person led you to become very guarding your Pentacles space and not being able to move forwards. But you need to free yourself from that. The way you can do that is through focusing on all types of relationships, Six of Pentacles, that involve equal give and take. It's gonna be like practice for you. So instead of just giving, right? Or taking, or keeping giving, you are like, oh, okay, so I can trust again. I can be that fool again. This is about your journey into being able to become emotionally sovereign and secure. And yeah, no matter what happens with that, with the situation, when it comes to love, romantic love, that's your path right now. You will become your most mature emotional self if you listen to your inner compass voice, your intuition. Let that guide you. Your strength, your greatest strength is that voice. And that is what you're meant to learn. You have been focusing heavily on the Pentacle space, and now it is time for you to focus on the inner world. The person I was talking about before with the Hermit, that was your other person. Your person, not you. That was the person that you're dealing with, many of you. It's time for you to do that. And then you'll be able to make the best decisions for yourselves. Okay, I hope this helped. It's a little bit longer reading, so thank you for staying. And if it gave you any insights, let me know. Let me know how things work out. And if you want a personal reading, they are available on my website at icanbecoaching.com under the services tab. Okay,